Hey, welcome back, SatPulse family. I'm Patrick Hakim, and of course, I am back today with some more news. A happy Monday. I'm going to get right into the markets today. We have a whole lot to talk about. As you guys are noticing, I don't think it's just going to impact crypto. I think you're going to see more than just Bitcoin impacted here. So I'm really looking at the market cap of Bitcoin today. We're seeing Bitcoin cross today under 29,000. It hit 28,000 and change, 934 today. So we're seeing a little bit of a dip here. You're also seeing it not just here, but in many other markets as well. And I think we'll see it bleed in over into our traditional markets. So while they're in the green today, I don't suspect that'll happen. And the question is, when you look here at the fear and greed index, I think the question everyone's asking is what's going on, right? Why are we seeing this volatility? Now, I've got a few ideas that I think may be solutions or answers to explain what we're seeing here. And I believe it comes back to what we're seeing with Bitcoin and the Fed decision. We have the Fed rate hike that we are expecting to be priced in at 25 basis points. Now, since that's already priced in, this leads me to one of the things I love to talk about all the time, which is the DXY. The DXY last week was sitting right at $100. And today we're going up into the 101s and almost going to break probably over 101.5. So 101.5 would be a pretty significant number because when you think about this, right, let's zoom out. Here's what's gone on in the last month. And in the last month, you've seen it dip quite significantly. And this means the value of the dollar, the relative buying power of the dollar is going up. So it takes less dollars to buy more of those assets like gold, like silver, like Bitcoin. So I kind of reject the premise that Bitcoin is operating exactly like a tech stock. But in this instance here, when the DXY is in play so significantly, we start to see a lot of price action, especially in Bitcoin, especially in silver and gold, because it takes more dollars to buy gold when the DXY goes up. And when it goes down, and it takes less dollars to buy gold when the DXY goes up. So this is all about the purchasing power of the dollar. And we're seeing this. Everyone is talking about it. It's a momentous week ahead because we're not sure what's going on. If the Fed decides and Jerome Powell says, yeah, we're going to stick with 0.25, but he's also very dovish and insisting that maybe, or indicating that maybe we're going to be backing off on rate hikes. This is going to impact markets differently than if the Fed is a little bit more hawkish and says we're going to have another rate hike and we're not done yet. And we see bad numbers and maybe jobs are a little too good. The numbers might be too good. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do, is bring job numbers down. So that's the kind of stuff we want to keep our eye on here as the Fed has their meeting on Wednesday and see what that does. But traditionally, we see that impacting the price of Bitcoin, as you guys see here. And this happens pretty much every market cycle. When the Fed's talking, we're getting ready to see this bump. But for you guys who are out there and understand the name of the game, this is really about stacking when we see these dips. And in our Bitcoin halvening cycle where we are today, I'm pretty optimistic that bull season is coming. And that's not the only news I want to bring up, because when we're looking at this coming fall, there's a lot of news coming out. And another thing helping us out is over here, you've got a tweet, and this is the counsel for Coinbase, and Coinbase's counsel is saying here that the judge has issued a scheduling order, basically, and let's dig into that because it's actually really kind of cool here. So what they're telling you here, and I'll sum it up, is on or before August 4th, right, they're going to be able to submit their opening brief. And this is Coinbase. And then an amicus brief is going to be filed on August 11th, which is basically supporting documentation and testimony from people who may have ability to add context to the case, or expert witnesses, expert testimony for how products or blockchain may work, or what has happened in the past. Maybe even a little bit of XRP help over there. Maybe Ripple will jump in and give them a little bit of an assist. So that could be an interesting one. And then on October 10th is when Coinbase is going to have to reply as well with their amicus brief. So they have on the 3rd of October, on the 10th of October, by the 24th, everything is going to be kind of wrapped up, and the judge is going to I'm not sure exactly the timeline of what's going to happen next, but the reality here is this is moving pretty quick. The Coinbase issue is not a small issue here. So we're going to be watching this closely, that this is moving very fast for something that is going to have such huge implications in the crypto economy. But I'm expecting a lot of good news coming out here between the halvening, between the ETFs getting approved, between Coinbase, between what's going on with the SEC and XRP. Even though they're still trying to push back and fight it, I don't think there's any hope left. So that's a little bit of what I expect to see today. So keep on stacking, guys, especially when you take a look at these prices, right? You got to look at, this is the time where you start accumulating, because these are the times where we see it before it goes parabolic. And you guys who have been here before understand what I mean. Parabolic, when we're talking down from the hundreds and Bitcoin runs up into almost the $16,000, $17,000 range, when Bitcoin died again at 3,000 and everyone was complaining about Bitcoin at 3,000, and we spiked up right here to 60, right? Guys, these are the parabolic gains we're talking about. The floor is now set at 29,000. Where are we going from here? Keep on stacking, guys. We'll talk soon.